Mourinho makes a fortune from failure as he banked £62.5 million for getting sacked by Man United, Chelsea, twice, and Real Madrid. Jose Mourinho once called arch-rival Arsene Wenger a specialist in failure. But the Portuguese might want to look closer to home when he realizes just how much he and #27's been paid over the years for his own failures. Manchester United released financial records on Thursday that revealed Mourinho and members of his backroom team were paid a total of £19.6 million compensation after being sacked in December. Mourinho alone was paid a massive £15 million of that. It and #27's the fourth time Mourinho has been fired in his illustrious career, and each time his former employer has had to pay him a mammoth compensatory figure. Jorge Mendes is some agent. What Mourinho could buy with his £62.5 million. Gulfstream G650 private jet, £60 million Belgrave Square Grade 1 listed mansion, £60 million the Pink Star Diamond, pictured. £55 million Graf Diamond's hallucination watch, £45 million a single launch of the SpaceX Falcon 9 spaceship, £45 million Lamborghini Veneo Roadster, £3.3 million. The total of those four sackings comes to an eye-watering £62.5 million. More than most of us will make in several lifetimes. His first tenure at Chelsea remains the most lucrative. After missing out on the title in the 2006-07 season, Mourinho was on thin ice after his constant clashes with the board. In a power struggle that was only going to end one way, Roman Abramovich finally had enough of the special one after a poor start to the season. His final game was a dreadful 1-1 draw with Norwegian minnows Rosenborg, in front of a half-empty Stamford Bridge, with Abramovich among the watching crowd. The Russian billionaire eventually paid Mourinho £18 million for his first spell, which brought two brilliant Premier League titles, 2 League Cups and the FA Cup. After a superb spell at Inter Milan, where he won the 2 Serie A titles and the treble, Mourinho was off to Real Madrid. A mixed spell in Spain saw him come up against arguably the greatest club side of all time, Pep Guardiola and #27's Barcelona. Although Mourinho was able to win one title in Madrid, his spell was defined by huge bust-ups with Iker Casillas, Sergio Ramos and Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid decided they and #27's had enough of him, and Florentino Perez eventually handed the manager £17 million on his way back to Chelsea. Back for a second go-round at Stamford Bridge, Mourinho proclaimed himself the #27's happy one and #27. Things certainly seemed rosy when Chelsea dominated their rivals on their way to the League Cup and Premier League title in 2015. But that summer Mourinho again fell foul of the Chelsea board. Mourinho was furious with the decision of the board to sell Blues legend Petr Cech to rivals Arsenal, and even more angry when his list of preferred transfer targets was ignored. His massive row with club Dr. Eva Caneiro on the opening day of the season signaled the end, and after a miserable 3 months, Chelsea pulled the plug for a second time that December. Another £12.5 million landed in his bank account after that sacking. At Manchester United it was a similar story, instant success, with the club winning the League Cup and Europa League in his first season, before infighting, moody press conferences and war with the board. But you can and #27 say the short-term boom and bust nature of Mourinho Hassan and #27 worked for both his clubs and for him. He and #27 brought trophies and massive success to every side he and #27 managed, before imploding and landing himself a whopping payout. Good work if you can get it.